Hello and welcome back to Zero Escape Virtues. Last episode, we solved the puzzle in the rec room. I almost got the escape room. And today, we will be continuing our path down the magenta doorway in pursuit of a new ending. So, let's keep on moving forward. What is this place? A warehouse?
Hey, look over there.
Those doors are white.
Shall we have a look then?
Are these chromatic doors too?
They're all the same, though.
Oh my god, if you try one more locked door by brute forcing it, I swear to god. Well, this one's locked.
This one won't open either.
No luck here.
It looks like they have the same locking mechanism as the other chromatic doors.
So these will be the next doors to open. We should go let the others
Right.
know. Alice and I turned to go, but Kay stayed put. Is something wrong?
No, I just feel as if I've seen this warehouse before.
I mean, they all look basically the same. Wait, you've been here before?
I don't know. Perhaps I haven't been here. Only somewhere very similar.
We did all kind of start from the same building, you know?
You mean the Floor A warehouse?
Yeah.
Perhaps.
An ambidex gate has been opened. 45 minutes remain until ambidex game polling closes.
What the hell?
Someone else must have opened one of the AB gates.
Before we got back?
I imagine they don't care what happens to the rest of us. That would be the most logical explanation. In any event, we should return quickly.
Yeah. Let's get going, guys. Okay, so let's go ahead and skip past this, because we do not need to see them walking all the way back to the warehouse. We really do not need to see that. Hey guys, where's Tenmyoji's team? Are they not back yet?
Nope. We were the first.
Then wait a little longer before you open the AB gate.
It wasn't us. I tried to stop him, but...
Come on, it's not like when we open the door really affects the matches, right? It's cool.
No, it's not cool.
Your team returned quite early, Dio. Did your investigation go smoothly?
I guess.
Which room did you guys go to?
The treatment center.
Treatment center? How is that different from the infirmary?
There were these pod things. Look, just go see for yourself, all right?
We did,
I don't feel like explaining it.
in a previous playthrough.
You took something from the treatment center, didn't you?
Huh? What are you talking about?
You did. I saw it too, after we opened the safe. You grabbed something out of it and put it in your pocket. Show...
Get away from me!
Clover shoved her hand into Dio's pocket and began to dig around.
It should be in this one.
Let go!
Before Dio could push her away, Clover found what she was looking for.
I knew it!
An injection gun? The label on the vial says neostigmine. What's this stuff
I
for?
don't know, but I feel like I've heard that name before somewhere.
We have in a previous playthrough.
Give it back. I found it, so it's mine.
Hey!
With a desperate lunge, Dio managed to grab the gun back from Clover, but before she had a chance to protest...
Have any of you seen Quark? Anyone?
Quark? Did something happen to him?
We found a pantry on the other side of the red door, but after we left, he just... disappeared.
We've looked everywhere, but we can't find him.
You think he's lost?
Don't you think you're being a little optimistic there?
What?
Come on, that little jerk's probably dead by now.
Dio, can you just not for like a day?
We've already found one corpse, right?
Oh, for God's sake.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Were you sent to this planet to test us? Like, is your existence solely driven on the fact of pissing other people off?
How could you? Why would you say such a...
Whoa, simmer down there. Just saying it's a possibility.
She is a possibility, bruh. Well, even if it is, we should all be looking for him.
Yes.
As we began to file out of silence, staring intently into the corner of the warehouse, it seemed strange looking for Quark was my priority. I turned and headed toward the magenta door. And now we get to watch this again. The ability to skip past this stuff is very... That's the other thing too, is that if I turn on don't skip things I've already read, I might not be able to skip those cutscenes, which I definitely don't want to not be able to do. Quark, are you in here? Guess not. Damn, let's try floor B then. Do not make me watch this again. Don't do it. Why? Please, why? Okay, we missed something there, but I'm guessing it was just another variation of, oh look, he's not here. Okay, some emergency teams took the red door. They probably already searched the area pretty thoroughly then. I'll try the blue door. Quark, where are you? He's not here either. Where the hell did he go? Let me guess. Are we oh.
Sigma.
Hi.
Any luck?
Nothing. I can't find him anywhere.
I see.
What about you?
Indeed. I went to the treatment center, as well as the Floor B warehouse, but he was not there.
Oh well. Let's head back to Floor A warehouse.
Good idea. Perhaps the others have had more luck.
Will, did you find him?
Sorry, we couldn't find him anywhere.
I see.
Are the three of you the only others to have returned?
Yeah, we're it.
I'm guessing.
Yeah, no clues or anything.
I don't get it. With this many people looking, it seems like we'd be able to find him pretty fast.
Quark is only a child. It's possible he's become trapped in a small, enclosed space.
Well, wouldn't we at least be able to hear him calling for help?
Yeah, you're right.
Quark.
Tenioji's shoulder slumped. He looked old, much older than he had when we met. I could see tears glistening in the corners of his eyes. For just a moment, I saw in them all of his pain, fear, and despair, and it felt like someone had put my heart in a vice. Then Dio appeared, and the mood suddenly changed.
Hey, you guys, come here.
Dio?
What are you standing around for? They're in the crew quarters.
What?
Just come on.
Now we get to watch this fun little transition. Okay, fine, it's right here. At least we don't have to go through the whole thing again, but... Alright, we're in the crew quarters. Ow. What? What? What?
No.
What? What? Okay. How?
Your heart stopped.
Yeah, I know. Great. I got it. Thanks. There was a roaring in my ears, breathing, heartbeat, my footsteps sounded muffled as if I was hearing them through the layers of cotton. I pressed a shaking hand at Alice's neck. Her skin was so warm and the only pulse I felt was my own. Looking down, it was clear why. Something had been driven into her chest so far that only the hilt was visible, and the entire front of her body was covered in blood. Oh my god, what the... No one could survive something like that. I forced myself to swallow the stinging lump in my throat and turned toward Luna. Unlike Alice, at first glance she seemed unharmed. As I reached for her neck to check for a pulse, however, I saw a red mark near her jawline. Nearby on the floor sat an injection gun. I already knew what I would find, but pressed my fingers to her neck and waited. Nothing. They're dead.
My God.
What on earth happened here?
That bastard killed them.
Who?
Whoever it was that killed the old lady in the AB room.
Since when do you care about other people? You're saying the mystery person killed Luna and Alice?
Maybe only one of them was supposed to be killed, but the murderer had to kill the other to keep them quiet.
Or perhaps they killed one another. Luna stabbed Alice in the chest, after which Alice attacked her with the injection gun.
That's pretty far-fetched. Look at Alice's clothes. No sign of a struggle. I don't think they fought.
Then were they killed someone?
No. If that were the case, there would be much less blood.
I guess that's true.
Whatever the case, we have too few clues to figure it out right now. We'd all separated to look for Quark. Any one of us could have done it.
You mean the killer's one of us?
Do you think there's someone else in here?
Well...
Do you think that Zero Sr. killed these two, as well as the old woman?
Oh, give me a break. How can you just sit around here talking?
No point in making a fuss.
Are you fucking kidding me? One of us is a killer.
Not necessarily, Dio.
Can't think of a better reason to make a fuss.
You do realize you're the most likely suspect, don't you?
Excuse me?
You wait until the rest of us have gathered. You pretended to be the first to find them.
Are you saying I did this?
I'm just saying it's a possibility. You don't need to get so worked up about it.
10 minutes remain until Ambidex game. All players, please enter your...
I never thought I'd be defending Dio for anything ever in in my entire life, but if you tell someone, hey, I think you might have killed this person, Dio has, like, for as much of a piece of shit as he is, I don't think he actually did it. I'm pretty sure it's gonna end up being Zero, or it could be the Radical 9 virus that made them kill themselves. I don't know, but whatever. Like, if he gets his accusations thrown at him, it's perfectly reasonable to, you know, react in a strong way to that accusation. So you just say, hey, I'm just saying, bruh. Don't take it so seriously, bruh. It's just a joke, bruh. Just a prank, bro. It's not how this works.
If no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed, any non-voting parties will automatically ally.
So if you don't vote, you're supposed to set to ally?
Yes, it does. Perhaps that outcome is what the killer was after.
Quark and myself.
One person is missing and the others bought the farm. I'd say this old fart's the most suspicious one here.
You want to say that to my face?
Yeah, you killed her so you could get a few more points in the AB game.
Are you an idiot?
Yes, he is.
How do you explain Alice? She's playing against Kay, not me!
Not quite. Even without his partner Alice, Sigma will still be able to cast a vote as he wishes.
Then maybe that's why Luna died. Maybe they meant to kill Sigma, but something went wrong and...
True. I suppose that is a possibility, but we are engaging in pure speculation here. There is little to no evidence to support any of this.
Well, we should probably head back to the
We
warehouse.
should take their bracelets with us then.
Huh? Do they really matter anymore?
Without their bracelets, some of us would be unable to open the secondary chromatic doors.
You're pretty calm, pal. Too calm. You did it, didn't you?
A sterling deduction. I await your further insight. He wears a mask, therefore he is guilty, perhaps?
What did you just say? Are you fucking with me?
Knock it off. Is there really any point to arguing about this?
We aren't getting any younger here.
I apologize. We should return to the warehouse.
Alice.
Come on, Clover, we gotta go.
No! I'm not going anywhere. I can't just leave her here.
Clover.
If you don't vote, Dio might get out.
Huh?
He's got 6 BP right now. If you don't vote, you'll automatically ally, and I bet my left arm he'll pick Betray. That'd be 3 points, which will put him at 9. Once he's got that, there's nothing stopping him from opening the number 9 door. I'll try and pick ally, of course, but Dio's not an idiot. He'll try and see.
Dio will have 9 points?
What are you gonna do, Clover? If you stay here, you might be letting Alice's killer get away.
Fine. I'll do it. There's no way I'm going to let him get 9 points.
Good. Let's go.
I'm still just thinking about the fact that Clover's the only one. Well, I mean, so there's also technically Junpei and Akane.
5 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
And Alice is also here, but the fact that of all the main cast, Clover's the only one to be specifically referred to as herself, like, it's just her whole backstory with the whole, hey, our parents hired bodyguards, what do? Run away. It's, I don't know. Anyway, we have a choice coming up ahead. I took a deep breath and unlocked the AB room. No matter how hard I looked for answers, all I found were more questions. Who had killed Alice and Luna? Where was Quark? I wasn't in any kind of mood to play along with Zero's ridiculous games, but at this point I didn't really have a choice. I heaved a silent sigh and started toward the entrance to my AB room.
Sigma, what would you say to voting ally? I would reciprocate, of course. You have 5 BP. If we both ally, then you will gain 2 points, leaving you with 7 in total. Should you also cooperate mutually in the following round, you would gain another 2 points, bringing you to 9. Conversely, if you were to choose to betray me during this round, you would gain 3 points, for a total of 8. In other words, you will be unable to reach 9 BP until the round following this one. That being the case, choosing ally is the most logical choice.
True, but how many points do you have? It means you should have 6 BP right now. If you betray me and get another 3, you could get all the way to 9 this round.
Ah, yes, that is true. However, escaping as soon as possible is not my goal.
But you picked betray in the first round, didn't you?
That was in the interest of my own safety, as I only had 3 points at the time. The prospect of losing 2 of them was very unsettling. Now that I have 6 BP, I have some room for error.
Why wouldn't you want to get out of here as soon as you possibly could?
Of course I would like to, but attempting to do so would be unwise.
Why's that?
Isn't it obvious? If I escape on my own, everyone else will be trapped here forever.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Have you forgotten what Zero told us?
Yeah, I know.
I trust you remember now?
So if someone opens it and escapes.
Did you not realize? Perhaps I shouldn't have said anything.
Hey, don't tell me you're planning to just leave us all in the lurch and take off by
I
yourself.
would never do that. Consider the following. If I did manage to get to 9 points before anyone else, do you think the rest of our companions would allow me to leave?
It depends. If you're Sigma, they'll tackle you to the ground, and if you're not, then they'll let you go free.
Especially knowing that if they did, they would remain here for the rest of their lives.
Well, no, of course we'd stop you.
See? Working toward leaving as a group is the most logical choice for me.
1 minute remains until Ambidex game polling closes.
Our time is nearly up. I trust you will choose wisely.
Yeah, of course. You too. Yeah, so I don't believe Kane for a second. So, we will not be picking Ally. That's not happening. We will be picking Betray.
30 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Okay, I made a compelling argument, but I still had to make my choice. Would he really choose to Ally? If I choose Ally and he chose Betray, he'd have 9 points and I'd have 2. Still, if he did have 9 points, I might try and escape. No, if we pick Ally, he's betraying us and he's escaping right away. There's absolutely no chance.
10 seconds remain.
Yeah, there's no...
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I guarantee you we pick Ally, it leads me to the bad ending. So we're not doing that. We're picking Betray. Because every bad ending in this game is a different variation of someone opened the number 9 door and ran away. So we're not going to do that.
Results, please.
And now the most interesting part of this is seeing how everyone else voted. And we'll see if I was correct in my theory. Betray, okay. Once again, every pair betrays. And I was, would you look at that? I was correct. So you picked Betray.
Leading to a draw, it would seem.
You don't feel bad about it or anything?
I could ask the same of you.
Okay, yeah, I guess that's
I
fair.
had thought that you would choose Ally.
Yeah, and I had thought that you wouldn't betray me. If I had you'd have 9 BP right now, wouldn't you? Nice try, but I'm not gonna let you get out here that easily.
As I told you before, even if I were to reach
Not
9
necessarily,
BP,
but
I might
you
choose to wait until everyone else had also reached 9.
You might, but you wouldn't have. Yeah, well, I consider that didn't seem likely.
You do not trust me.
Well,
No need to apologize. Trust must be earned in a game like this.
says the guy who told me to trust him so he could betray me.
Indeed. Clearly, I don't deserve to be trusted.
The honesty is refreshing, but that's really not the brightest move.
So you chose Betray too, huh? If you just picked Ally, I'd have 9 BP right now.
Oh, boo-hoo.
Why on earth would I have done that?
There's no way Clover would have chosen Ally when you had a chance to betray her and get to 9 BP.
Are you an idiot or something?
Bunch of smartasses.
So you chose Betray.
Of course. Luna's bracelet is already off. No risk of a penalty for her now.
That brings Quark's BP up to 9.
Are you worried that he might try and get out?
Well, if he were to do so, the rest of us would be trapped here.
Bet you're all pretty happy he isn't here right now, aren't you?
Whoa, whoa, nobody's saying that.
Maybe you aren't saying it, but I know what you're thinking.
I still haven't fully wrapped my head around the fact that Tenmi OG is Junpei. That's insane.
The Ambidex gates have closed. Round 3 of the
Yeah, star rounds, star keys, and all that. As many times as we want, huh? And that means we can play the AB game over and over using these star keys, right?
So it would seem.
All right, well, where do we find them?
Beyond the next set of chromatic doors.
Oh? You found them already?
Yeah, that's right, I forgot to tell you guys. Take a look at the map. My favorite thing to look at in this game, the map. There are 3 white doors in the Floor B warehouse.
White doors, huh? Maybe that's where Quark went. The warehouse on floor B, you said?
Yeah, but you're not going to be able to get through them until they open. We've still got more than 80 minutes till that happens.
Damn.
We will need to form groups of colors that can make white.
Time we had a look at all our colors then.
Yeah, looks like they've been shuffled around again. Looks like I'm a blue solo.
I'm a magenta. Pear.
As am I.
You and me, huh? Better than Dio, I get.
You say something?
What color are you?
I'm a green solo. What's with the sigh?
Forget about it.
What about you two?
Cyan, pear.
I'm a cyan pair, too.
Alice and Luna's bracelets have changed as well. Both of them are yellow pairs.
How convenient. Then what color's Quark?
He's a red solo. In order to open the white doors, you'd normally need, say, red, blue, and green.
But souls can't group together,
That's
right?
why the pairs are magenta, yellow, and cyan. Magenta. So if you combine magenta with green, you get white. And so on.
I see.
Okay then, we just need to get to the floor B warehouse when the door's open, right? I'll be taking off then.
Where do you think you're going?
Anywhere that isn't here. Hanging out with a murderer? Doesn't sound like a good time to me.
The guy who insists on splitting up is usually the first to bite it.
What?
Well, then again, loners often turn out to be killers.
Just what are you getting at, old man? You think I kill him?
Well, maybe, maybe not. But you're pretty damn suspicious.
You're trying to start something, you wrinkled old piece of...
Hey, knock it off. We don't actually know one of us is the killer, do we?
We have no evidence of that, no. But we do know that Zero Senior is one of us.
Do we though?
And there is an excellent chance that Zero Senior and the killer are one and the same.
I don't think we do know that Zero Senior is definitely one of us. Then why did they kill us and Luna now? If Zero Senior wanted any of us dead, he could have done it way before this. While we were, I don't know, unconscious, for instance. What's the point of setting up this
Are
game?
you saying there's another person in here somewhere?
We've already established that there was previously at least one other person in here because Akane's dead. So yes, I am suggesting that. It's possible. I think it might be a good idea for us to all look for the killer. Yeah, go look for the killer. What a brilliant idea.
We gain nothing by standing around here.
Yeah, I've got to find Quark, and soon.
If we're going to search, we should go in pairs this time.
How are we gonna pair up then?
I'm not going with Kay. If he decides he feels like snapping me in half, there's not a whole hell of a lot I can do about it.
I'll go with anyone besides Dio.
I don't want to go with Dio either.
Yeah, no one wants to go with
Fine.
Dio.
He's hardly my first choice, but I'll take Dio.
Fi, the hero of the hour, biting the bullet for all of us.
What the hell?
Just figured that this way we don't have to make this into a huge argument. Besides, I'm gonna be stuck with you once we go through the chromatic doors anyway. No reason to put it off.
I will go with Sigma.
Oh yeah?
Would you prefer someone else?
No, I guess you're okay.
That leaves me and Clover as a pair then.
How convenient.
Yep.
Looks like we're all set.
We'll take the cyan door on floor A and the blue door on floor B.
All right? Clover and I will take the magenta door and the red door.
And that leaves us with the yellow and green doors then. Once we're all done, let's meet in floor B warehouse. Alright.
See you later then.
We're setting off on a mission to find the killer. This can't possibly go wrong in any discernible way. I foresee nothing but positive outcomes from this master plan we've concocted. Search the entire warehouse for a killer. Sure. What could possibly go wrong? Aside from, you know, everything. There's no one in the infirmary. No Quark and no killer as far as I can see.
There is someone here, technically at least. The old woman.
Oh yeah. She was lying silently on the bed furthest away from us. If it weren't for the blood stains on her chest and her arm, her peaceful expression would have fooled most people into thinking she was just asleep. The blood had dried and darkened and now she looked like any other stain. That was when I noticed it. Oh. Okay. Sure thing. Okay, so Akane was a part of the games. But she didn't wake up with us? What? This game and its mysteries.
It seems remarkably clean.
Yeah, for some reason there's no blood. Why do you... what shape does the blood... does the absence of blood on her wrist form, Sigma?
Maybe she had something on her wrist.
Use your brain, please.
Watch, perhaps.
What? What?
Yes, it was likely removed after she was killed.
What do you think it
That
is?
would account for the lack of blood splatter on her wrist.
What? Oh my, no, it's a bracelet.
You raise a good point. Perhaps it was some kind of jewelry?
What are you, how are you both this dense? You mean like a bracelet or something? Oh, wow, wow, that took way too long for you to figure it out. This is the same size shape as our bracelets. Oh, really?
Then that would mean...
She was wearing a bracelet when she was killed. She was a participant just like
Are you
us.
sure? This old woman, a player in the Nonary Game.
Again. Okay, something
Oh,
wrong?
No, nothing. If you're correct, then where did the thief hide the stolen bracelet? We were quite thorough during our earlier search, but I know that I saw nothing. And none of the others reported finding a bracelet either.
And that means they've been holding on to it this whole time. They probably still
That
got
would
it.
seem likely.
No, wait. If they've been carrying it around, the sensors in the chromatic doors would have picked it up. Without
So
the
our
right...
suspect is not only a killer and a thief, but a skilled imposter as well.
There is one imposter among us. What are you
After killing
saying?
the old woman, they put on her bracelet. In fact, it is entirely possible they are wearing it still. Yes, that would make sense.
So the killer's running around with the old woman's bracelet.
Yes.
And you're telling me they're probably wearing it?
Do you remember what Zero Jr. told us? Something about how the bracelet will come off if the wearer's heart stops. But in any event, Once the old woman had died, her bracelet would have detached, allowing the killer to easily collect it. So
Why?
that they could participate in the Nonary Game, I imagine.
Okay, but like, why though?
I suspect the killer was someone who was not originally, for whatever reason, however. They were willing to go to great lengths to ensure that they were.
That doesn't make any
To
sense.
that end, they killed...
So they killed the woman who was one of the original participants and took her place. Why?
I have no idea. Certainly they must have a goal of some sort, but as to what that goal is, and how the killer intends to achieve it, I'm afraid I do not have even speculation.
That's
Have
interesting.
you noticed something?
Well, there's blood all over the old lady's arm except for right here. Since that's where the bracelet was, and the bracelet the killer stole should have blood on it. But none of us was wearing a bloody
Sigma,
bracelet.
Please tell me you're kidding. The killer would have, of course, wiped the blood off. Only a fool would walk around with a bracelet covered
Yeah,
in
well,
blood.
Sigma's not exactly the brightest bulb on the Christmas tree, so you're saying they cleaned
Yes.
it?
Have you discovered something?
Ow. Okay, I know how we can identify the killer. Emma Sky time. We need some of that luminol. It doesn't matter how well they cleaned it. There should be some traces of blood left.
I see. That could very well work. We should have everyone gather in the rec room then. That is where the luminol was, I believe.
We need Emma Sky's team to start playing. First, we need to finish looking for Quark, though. We've still got the infirmary and everything beyond the green door. Once we're done with that, we can head back to the floor beat a minute with everyone else.
Understood. Shall we go then?
Oh, great. Like, it's great we have the option to skip this stuff, but my question is just like, why is it here in the first place? You know, because it's like, it's not essential. Anyway, I think I skipped some dialogue by accident. 3 doors here too, same as we found. Okay, nothing super important. Great.
So it does. The center and rightmost doors both say open. Perhaps the layout here is different.
Whatever. Let's take the door on the right first. And another one of these sections. I don't... That said bay of some kind. Oh. Oh. Oh, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. This place is weird. What's this room?
That looks like a workbench of some sort.
Maybe, well, what sort of work? Well, we're here to find Quark, not look at a workbench. You go check out the far end,
Very
alright?
well.
Nothing. He's not here either. Oh, I don't like this. I don't like this place at all. This place is weird. This place is weird. He was bent over with his back to me, peering underneath the thing that looked like a workbench. What the hell? I walked toward him as I spoke. Hey man, what's going on here?
Nothing.
Obviously something. I bent down and saw he was staring at something that appeared to be a safe. It's empty.
Yes.
But it also appears to revolve because there's a little circular track in the floor. Was there something in there before?
No, it was empty when I found it.
Was it?
Yes.
Then what are you doing staring into an empty safe?
I was thinking. Specifically, I was thinking about who opened this safe.
Wouldn't that have just been the team that went through the green door? I think that was Dio, Phi, and Clover.
No, that's unlikely. When we met up with Dio, he told us that he had been in the treatment center. The nameplate on this door says this is the Gollum Bay, however.
So you're saying they didn't
I
go here?
believe that is the case, which, as you can see, is why I was puzzled. If Dio, Phi, and Clover did not open the safe, who did?
Well, there's no point thinking about it. We should get back.
Yes, and there was another unlocked door, wasn't there?
Yep. Let's get moving then. Some more map transit. Always fun times and happiness. Okay. Now we're in the treatment center. Hey, you're back here again with the jellyfish. So this is the treatment center,
This
huh?
is the room that Dio visited.
Don't you think it's kind of strange? Until now, all the chromatic doors have led to a single room each. So why are the two rooms on the other side of the green door?
Question.
We can talk to the others later, I guess, to see if they know anything. Kate and I split up and began to look for places where Quark might have hidden, or small holes he might have escaped through. Is he hiding in one of the freaking, the pods? I mean, I doubt it, but it's worth a shot. Huh? What are these?
They must be the treatment pods Dio mentioned.
The window's all covered with frost on the inside. I can't
Shall
see
we
it.
open it?
Yeah, might as well. Have at it.
What?
Well, would you look at that? Quark! No. Oh no. His bracelet, it's... Oh god.
Hold on, Sigma. Calm down. Look at his chest. Can you see it moving?
What? I quickly pressed a finger to Quark's wrist. It was faint, but his heartbeat was there. He's alive. He's alive.
What a relief. I'm so glad to know he's safe.
I laughed out loud and grabbed Kay in a bear hug, or at least as much of one as I could manage. He patted me on the back and shared what I thought might have been a relieved chuckle. But if he's still alive, why is his bracelet off? Zero Jr. said it would only come off when you died.
Perhaps Zero Senior took it off?
What?
I have
Why?
no idea.
Then maybe Zero Senior brought Quark here and put him in this pod thing too. Well, even if he did, we don't have any way to know why.
This pod is for medical treatment. Perhaps Quark has contracted some sort of illness.
He's sick? What has he got?
Well, how would I know that? In any event, we should return and let the rest of our companions know that we found Quark. I imagine Tenmyoji in particular will be pleased.
Yeah, I bet. Do you think you can carry him, or...?
I believe it would be best to leave Quark here. As I mentioned, there is a chance he has fallen ill. If so, then removing him from the pod would be dangerous. The treatment he is currently undergoing could be compromised.
Oh.
I'll close the pod's cover then. Is that all right?
Yeah, sure. Wait, I just thought of something. Are you sure he's going to be alright?
What do you mean?
Well, what happens if he wakes up? Can he open that thing on his
He'll
own?
be fine. I noticed a lever inside that can be used to open the cover. So long as no one locks the pod, he should be able to leave whenever he wants.
But if someone locks him in, he's screwed?
Yes, that is what I said, but you needn't worry. You see, I have not engaged the lock. Now, we should return to the Floor B warehouse. I imagine the others are already there.
Yeah, right, yeah. Okay, let's go. We're watching and we're waiting on the edge of our seat, anticipating for us to get where we're trying to go because the maps are so annoying.
You're late.
Dio, we have bigger fish to fry.
You're one to talk. How much earlier did you get back again? I'd be surprised if you searched at all.
This is it?
Yeah. Clover and Tenmyoji still aren't back.
So, find anything?
Yeah, we sure
Yeah?
did.
Well, go on, spill it.
I explained to them how we'd found Quark in the treatment center.
I see. Oh, that's good to hear.
Jerk, making us all worried.
There is more.
And that is...
There is still some cause for concern.
Just spit it out.
Quark may have contracted an illness of some sort. As such, he has been left in the treatment pod.
Will he be alright?
Yeah, he'll probably...
Probably. Do you even...
Whatever. At least we found him. Pretty lucky he's alive, too.
What do you mean by that?
I mean what I said, genius. I'm glad he's not dead, aren't you?
As equivocal as ever, I see.
How kind of you to say so.
So, was Quark all you found? The way you were talking made it sound like there was something else.
Yeah, I'll explain that after Tenmyoji and Clover get back. There's something I wanted to ask you about first, though. When you went through the green door, did you search two different rooms?
No, just the treatment center.
I see. Then what was the other
What
one?
do you mean the other one?
You know where there's that intersection with 3 doors? Well, when Kay and I went there, 2 of the doors were unlocked. You guys unlocked the one that went to the treatment center when you went to the green door, but the other one...
Who could have opened it?
Don't look at me. I told you, we only opened the one that went to the treatment center.
Could it have been Zero Senior?
I don't know.
So did you and Kay go through the other door?
Yeah.
What was in there?
Nothing
It
really.
appeared to be some sort of room for servicing something.
That doesn't make any sense. What the hell was whoever opened that door looking for?
Who knows?
Tenmyoji and Clover are running rather late. Should we go and look for them?
No, there's something I want to check first.
Never easy with you, is it?
Well, let's get it over with.
Let's do some luminol testing. Cue Emma Sky's theme and all that.
Huh.
This is the Dio and I came here earlier when we were looking for Quark.
So why are we here?
Was there something here you needed to see?
I said nothing and instead made my way over to the cabin. Inside was the luminol. The room went dark and I headed back to where the others were still standing.
Whoa, what is this? You gonna start telling ghost stories or something?
Why, you scared of ghosts?
You're kidding me, right?
Then show me how brave you are. Stick out your bracelet. You too, Phi, please.
Bracelets?
Yeah, I want to see the underside of
What do you mean
them.
by that?
I mean the side on the bottom. The side that doesn't have the display on it. Come on, you really gonna make me explain
I
this?
know what you mean. What I'm asking is what the hell you think.
Just do it. It's not hard.
Should I also participate?
No, you're fine, kid. Why would you? Why would? No, you check all of them. It does not hurt you in any way to not, it doesn't hurt you to check. Why would you not check? What are you doing? Why would you not? That is so dumb. Why would you not do that? Why would you not check? It doesn't, you have an entire cabinet full of luminol containers. Just spray everyone's bracelets. It does not hurt you in any way to do so. What?
Is this okay?
Yeah, just hold on light for a moment. Oh, good God, that is the dumbest decision ever. As fast as I could, I pulled luminol from my pocket and sprayed it across all 3 of our wrists.
Ugh, cold. What the hell, man?
Dio jerked his arm back with a shout. Don't see anything glowing. The Fry's bracelet's clean, so is mine, of course.
That leaves only Dio.
Wait, what are you talking about?
I'll explain in a minute. Just show me your bracelet. Is something wrong? Just show it to me. Come on, Dio, we don't have time for
I have
this.
to do what you tell me to.
Because I'm trying to prove your innocence.
Like hell you are. I don't know what you're looking for.
Then just show me your arm.
You don't get to...
As he spoke, Dio made a break for the exit. He didn't get far.
I'm afraid I can't let you do that, Dio.
He spun around toward the other exit. Stop him!
Right!
Don't know what you're talking about, but okay.
All 3 of us leapt at Dio. Ow. Oh God, actual animation. Well, zippity-doo-dah. His bracelet's glowing, then that means...
Let me go! Get off of me, you fuckers!
Dio, you killed the old lady.
You don't understand. This is all some kind of... a mistake. Shit.
What's going on here? I think it's about time you gave us the full story.
As quickly as I could, I explained to Fi what Kay and I had noticed on the old one's wrist.
So the person with the bloody bracelet would have to be the person who killed her.
I mean, not necessarily, because if the bracelet can be reattached, then it could be reattached to anyone. We don't know when Akane died, so the killer could have just taken the bracelet and put it on Dio, so it's not a guarantee. I mean, it definitely makes it look really suspicious, but if it can be reattached, then after it's detached the first time, it doesn't matter. It could be reattached to anybody, so it could just be that Zero put it on Dio to make him look like the killer, which, to be clear, it wouldn't be that hard because Dio's kind of, you know, really suspicious on his own. Yeah, exactly. Even if they wiped it off and figured the luminol would still be reacted to the blood. Looks like I was right. We've got you, Dio. You might as well confess. Well?
Alright, fine. You caught me. I did it.
Dio, I tried to give you the benefit of the doubt. I tried
Killed the
to...
old bitch and took her bracelet.
You know something, Dio? I really tried my best to give you the benefit of the doubt. I did my absolute damnedest to make a case for you, and what did you do? You went and killed her anyway. Thanks, Dio.
Are you Zero?
No, I was under orders. I was sent here to do...
To do
Who
what?
gave you this order?
I'll die before I tell you.
So your orders were more important than Alice and Luna's lives?
Whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves. I killed the old lady, but that's it. I don't know anything about what happened to Alice and Luna.
That wasn't
Tread
you?
carefully, Sigma. This man is not to be trusted.
Come on, I'm telling the truth. You gotta believe me.
Even if we do believe you, you're still a killer. You just haven't killed as many people.
Exactly. He should be restrained somehow. If we leave him be, he may well kill again.
But where will we
Is
put
there a
him?
room we can lock or anything?
Ah, perhaps we could put him. Once we've locked it, he should be unable to escape.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, wait! I'll be good, I promise.
Yeah, I think you're onto something. Okay, let's go with that.
Please. Hey, listen to me.
We'll let you out when the white door's open. Someone's going to need your bracelet to open the secondary door.
Fuck with me, you guys. There's no way in hell I'm going in that thing. Let go! Let me go! God damn it! Told you you can't do this! Stop! Stop! Please stop! Please! No, you can't!
I thought that Dio seemed too obvious, so I was thinking like, alright, this seems like a red herring. Let's think of a situation in which it couldn't be Dio, and then the game's like, no, it actually was that obvious. You're just overthinking things again. So, that's nice.
Open this fucking thing! I said open it, goddammit!
I don't think so.
You're gonna pay for this! I get out of here, I'm gonna fucking end you!
Yeah, that's what you want to be telling us right now. Really helping your case here, pal. I guess we figured out who the murderer was, and we found Quark.
Now all that's left to do is find Clover and Tenmyoji.
Yeah,
Why don't we head? They may have already returned.
good point.
Go.
And we get this fun little thing again. So let's head on all the way back. Okay. We're here. Huh. Looks like they aren't back yet.
Perhaps they went to look for us.
Aw, man. Now we gotta go look for them.
How much time until the white doors open?
50 minutes.
Then I don't think we really need to hurry yet. Why don't we wait a little longer? For all we know, they're on their way back right now.
Kay and I nodded.
By the way.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Quark's bracelet. When we found him in the pod, he wasn't wearing it. Why?
How should I know?
Presumably, it had been taken off before we...
So we have no idea where it is.
Pretty
I
much.
see. That's not good. Without that bracelet, we won't...
What?
We need 3 bracelets to open the secondary door. If we lose one...
Oh no. We wouldn't be able to get to the secondary door.
Yeah.
Who would be pairing up with Quark?
Quark's bracelet should be a red solo. That would mean he'd be with the cyan pair.
Who's the cyan pair?
Clover and Tenmyoji.
The 2 people who are missing.
Quark's bracelet is gone, and his 2 teammates have disappeared.
Well, isn't that just daintily inconvenient? What's going on? Does that mean Clover and Tenmyoji took the bracelet?
Well, if they found Quark before you did. Yeah, there's a good chance they did.
Which, if they did, and that doesn't hurt us in any way. That's the optimal outcome here. Then why aren't they back yet?
Perhaps they've already gone through the white door.
What? No, that's not possible. The primary doesn't even open yet.
Someone opened one of them.
How?
I don't know, but it's happened before. Remember the 3 doors on the other side of the green door? Someone made one of them open. Perhaps this is the same thing.
But that's against the rules.
Yes, I know.
But you're not allowed to do that. That's against Timmy broke the rules. You're not allowed to cheat a
But if
Monopoly.
the person opening the doors is Zero Senior, do you really... Zero Senior controls the entire game.
So are you saying Clover or Tenmyoji is Zero Senior?
It is a possibility. It would explain why they still haven't shown up.
Could they really have taken Quark's bracelet and gone through one of the white doors?
If they did, we won't know where they went until the doors open for the rest of us.
So I would assume.
This is still all just speculation, though. That's just a theory. A game theory.
Okay, I'll stay.
Sigma and I will go see if we can find them then.
Make sure you get back 5 minutes before the door opens, alright? Oh, and don't...
Of course. This is just an endless hunt for people. This is just a perpetual game of hide and seek. But every round, someone else's some new pair of people becomes the hiders. Well, this is a room. Well, looks like they're not
When
here.
we started looking for Quark, they were sent off to search everything beyond the red door, which would have meant this room.
Not gonna do us any good hanging around here, though. Let's head
Very
upstairs. And now we get to watch this again. And then probably another time after that. Hey, the lounge. We've been here before. We saw some pretty cool puzzles in here. Ah, those were the days. No one here either, huh? Tenmyoji loves scotch so much, I thought we might find him here drinking some. It was around that time I noticed Kay was acting strangely. He was staring at the shelf of alcohol in a way that probably would have described as blankly as if I could have actually seen his eyes. Hey, what's up? You want a drink?
No. Well, I would enjoy a drink, but this mask...
Right. Sorry, that sucks. Honestly, I'd gotten so used to the suit I kind of forgotten you were wearing it. Why the heck did they make you wear that thing anyway? You still don't remember anything?
Well, actually, I did remember a little.
Ooh, story details. All right, bring it on. Really?
Yes. My
What did you remember? When dad you remember? Okay, someone messed up catastrophically there. Someone read the previous line that said my father and put dad there instead of did. So let's try. When did you remember that? Did it just pop out of nowhere?
Don't joke. This is serious.
Oh, that was intentional. Wait. Okay, well then Sigma just needs to be deleted from the universe. That's a joke. Okay, thanks Sigma. Sorry. So you remember who your father was?
Yes.
What about your mom?
Don't seem to have one.
Oh, so your dad raised you.
Well...
Kay stopped for a moment, then calmly folded his hands in front of him.
I was raised in the facility where my father worked. He was the only person who worked there, which meant he was the only person I saw until I was older. That had been the situation for as long as I could remember, though, so I never thought it odd.
He wouldn't allow me to go near him while he was working, but the only times he wasn't working were the times when he was sleeping. As such, the only communication I had with the education software he'd given me. I suppose I was a fairly expressionless child then. We developed body language to communicate with others, and with no one else to communicate with, I suppose it makes sense. Once I learned to read and write, I began to realize that my situation was not normal. Many of my books mentioned a mother as part of my family, and in several the mother, father, and children would eat meals together and talk to one another. Soon I found myself longing for a mother of my own, someone who would always be with me, who would scold me if I did something wrong. At night they would read to me before bedtime. If only I had a mother like that, I thought, I'd be so happy. So for the first time in my life, I asked my father for something. He had finished working and, as usual, was making his way toward his bedroom when I stopped him and asked for a mother. That's a question to get. He looked at me silently for a long moment before finally responding, okay. I remember to this day how happy I was at that moment. A few months later, he called me into his laboratory. It was the first time he'd ever done anything like that. My heart was beating quickly as I stepped inside. Standing next to him was a young woman and my hopes soared, but when he said her name, or rather, her ID number, they were dashed. He had given me a robot to play the part of a... Jesus Christ. Wow, Kay, my guy. Wow, I didn't want a mother that was just a machine who did what a human told her to. When I told my father that, he looked surprised for the first time in my life. Then he frowned, coughed, and admonished me for being a whiner. He never scolded me for anything before. At first I was surprised and angry. Hot tears streamed down my face. My father ordered the robot to take care of me and shoot us out of his lab. The robot was very convincing, and she smiled and stuck as if she was a real person. But I refused to answer her and locked myself in my room. You could talk to a robot and it will respond. But in the end, you're still talking to a machine, not a person. If that was what I'd wanted, I'd still have the education software my father had given me. When I ignored the robot as it tried to take care of me, it looked sad. It couldn't really be sad, of course. It was only programmed to look that way. A robot's facade of sadness didn't mean anything to me. After that, I stopped expecting anything from my father. We never really spoken to begin with, so it was easy enough for me to make sure we never saw one another. I lived my life as if he didn't even exist. Perhaps it seemed strange that I continued to live with him, but I never considered leaving. Perhaps in the hidden depths of my heart, I longed for a relationship with my father. Everything changed when I was 18. I left my room one morning to find a woman standing outside of it. She was the first human I'd ever seen, apart from my father, and I was understandably surprised. For a moment, I thought my father had created a new robot, but when I told her that, she laughed and explained that she had come to help him. As it turned out, she was a very mysterious person. So is the twist gonna be that Akane was this mother figure in his life? Because if so, oh boy. She was much older than I was, but something about the way she behaved was almost girlish. She would tell me stories about the world outside in such a way that I was never sure she was telling the truth and making up fantastic lies. Ultimately, though, the truth didn't matter. I loved her stories. She wasn't helping my father directly with his research, so I spent most of my days with her. Before long, I discovered she'd known my father when he was young. She told me stories of how he'd fallen in love with as a younger man, and I began to imagine that the person he'd fallen in love with had been her, and that she was, in fact, secretly my mother. After she settled in with us, our long-established routine began to change drastically. First, we started to eat together. Before then, I had never shared a meal with anyone in 18 years. She scolded me for my table manners, or more accurately, the lack thereof. If I was going to eat with others, she said I would need to be more polite. Having eaten alone for my entire life, my manners had never been something I'd ever thought about. My father got in trouble too when he made the mistake of reading through research papers during dinner. The look of surprise and embarrassment on his face made me burst into laughter. I couldn't remember the last time I'd shared a laugh with my father. It might have been the first time. The room we consider our living room changed too. Before it had just been another room, but she made it comfortable. After we finished our dinner, I would sit on the sofa and relax with her and my father. Those times were the ones I cherished the most. For a little while every day, I got the family I'd longed for ever since I was a child. After her suggestion, I started to help my father's research. He specialized in genetic engineering, and I discovered I had an interest in it as well. Time faded away as I lost myself in research. Now that we were working and studying together, my father and I had a great deal to talk about. For the first time in my life, we began to speak with one another like a father and son. Whenever I impressed him with something I'd learned, I felt a surge of happiness, and it drove me to study even harder. My days felt full, right, and meaningful, but most importantly, I was happy. Yup, that's exactly who it is. That's exactly yup. 4 years passed in the blink of an eye until one day I happened to overhear my father and the woman speaking in the laboratory. Their tone was serious, so I listened closer, curious to know what they were talking about. That was when I heard her say that she planned to give her life to achieve their goals. It was clear that she wasn't being metaphorical. She would have to die. I was in shock. The research I had thrown myself into would lead to her death? I asked my father to stop his research immediately. He refused to listen. She agreed with him. She told me that she had been prepared for what she had to do since the day she came to our facility. My father had known about it from the beginning as well. Angry and disappointed, I began to investigate what exactly the research I'd been helping with was working toward. Perhaps, I thought, I could figure out a way to keep her alive. I discovered much more than I'd bargained for. To begin with, I learned that the ultimate success of my father's research would require a good deal of sacrifice, and I also learned that my own existence was just another part of his project. I had been created to function as my father's... What? If he died during his research, I was intended to continue in his place. I was stunned. I was furious when my father went with her, and even with the research I'd poured myself into for 4 years. There was only one thing to do: destroy the facility, and end my father's horrible research once and for all. I made plans to destroy the main reactor and with it the entire facility, but she saw right through me. My father was livid, and locked me in my room until his research was complete. All I could think of was how I might stop him. She did her best to convince me that I had misunderstood, that everything would be fine. As much as I wanted to believe her, I remembered in the back of my mind that she had been the one who pushed me to become involved in my father's research. Had that been an earnest desire to give me something to do with my life, or... Still, I couldn't bring myself to hate her. She had given me a reason to live. Even if she had conspired with my father to mold me into his replacement, the warmth she'd shown me had been real. She made me feel as if I had a real family, and that was something I wouldn't have given up for the world. I pleaded with her to leave, but she quietly shook her head. There was someone very special to her, she told me. He had saved her life once, and she felt her death would help to repay that favor. Oh my God, this game! She would have liked nothing more than to marry him and live a happy, normal life together, but she couldn't. For his sake, she said, and for the sake of the future she had wanted, she was determined to see that my father was succeeded. What? What? Wait, you gotta slow down, game. Okay. So, Akane almost dies in the first Nonary game. Her life is saved by Junpei, and then she creates the second Nonary game so that Junpei can save her life, which, don't make me open that can of worms again. But let's assume that all makes perfect logical sense. So, she doesn't want to, she wants to spend her life with him, but she doesn't. Instead, she decides she wants to kill herself to, I'm pretty sure Junpei would be, what? I realized then that although she was the most important person in my life, there was someone more important than me than hers. She tried to explain that beyond what we could see was a future where no one would have to die, but I refused to listen. What good was a potential future to me? It was what I had now that I wanted. I couldn't stand to think that she would give her life for a man I'd never even seen. So I shut myself out from the world. Perhaps this is why I lost my memory. Kay let out a deep, tired sigh.
I'm sorry.
Oh my God! Game, you need to... So now you're telling me that the whole reason Akane died, and the reason that we were robbed of the conclusion of their character arcs, or of their relationship, is because she's like, I feel bad you saved me, I'm gonna die now? What? So... Let me get this straight. You think the best way to repay Junpei for saving your life is to kill yourself? Or to do something which will lead you to die? What?
I lost track of time.
It's
Not
okay.
having any memories is less than desirable, but it could be argued that regaining them is almost more taxing.
So you remember almost everything?
No, the details are still indistinct, especially more recent events.
Huh.
Sigma, I'm sorry, but would it be alright if I laid down for a bit?
Also, that wasn't just something you remembered, that was everything. You remembered your entire life story. What's wrong?
I don't feel very well. It must be because I remembered so much so quickly. My head feels like it's going to explode.
Are you okay?
Yes, I think I just need to rest.
Okay. Take as long as you need. I'll go look for Clover and Tenmyoji myself.
Sorry. Thank you.
Kay lowered himself heavily onto the red sofa in the corner of the... But we're definitely going after the K ending, by the way. Well, guess we better get moving then. With the heavy amount of backstory and time spent with him, we're definitely going for the K ending. I stepped out of the room and nearly ran into Phi. What are you doing? You're supposed to be waiting back in the warehouse.
Yeah, I know. I just decided to go check on you guys. I waited a long time and nobody showed up. Judging by your face, You haven't found them either. Damn.
Yeah.
Where's Kay?
He's in the
You
lounge.
decided to split up?
Well, not quite. Instead of waiting for my answer, she opened the door of the lounge and walked in.
What's up with him?
I guess he's not feeling too well. He said he wanted to rest for a
Is he
bit.
alright?
I think so. We should leave him alone right now, though. Remember, there's a real person inside that suit.
Tired, huh? How are you feeling?
What?
I feel tired just looking at you. Your face is like a week-old sock.
Really? Well, I guess I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little exhausted. I mean, all of a sudden I wake up trapped in some weird-ass game and then dead bodies start turning up. Honestly, I'm amazed I managed to hold on to my sanity for this long. Just about everything here makes absolutely zero sense. The more I try and figure any of it out, the more I feel like my brain's just gonna melt and run out my ears. You know what I'm talking about, right? We managed to figure out who the killer was, but there's still 100 other questions we have no idea about. Where the hell are we? Why are we even here? What's the whole Nonary Game thing for, and what is Zero Senior up to? Hell, how about who Zero Senior is? The rabbit said he was one of us, but I don't believe that. Do you think it's Dio?
Who knows?
Besides, we still don't know why Dio killed them. He said he was ordered to do it, but there's more too. What about the old lady? Who is she? She's Akane. What's her deal? That I don't know. Hell, what are any of our deals? I don't know jack shit about anybody here. I don't even know anything about you, Fi.
Are you serious? You can't honestly suspect me, can you?
No, that's not
I'm
it.
just like you. I was kidnapped on December 25th and brought here too.
She trailed off. What?
Yeah.
Those weren't gunshots, were they?
hallway.
Please tell me someone just, you know, having a fireworks celebration. I mean, not that that'd be much better because, you know, fireworks inside is a horrible idea, but at least it wouldn't be a freaking gunshot.
There's nobody.
Maybe they got on the
Try
elevator?
hitting the button. If the door doesn't open immediately, then we'll know the elevator's downstairs.
Okay. I'm a little on edge right now. Very uneasy about this whole thing.
Thought so.
Let's go. Oh,
You
shoot.
aren't worried?
The second I hit the skip button to skip the doors. Okay. Which way would you think they went? Head for the green door, because treatment center's there. Dio and Quark are. You aren't worried?
I just want to make sure they're safe.
They're fine. Temio and Juclo probably made that noise. Well, maybe both of them, but I still don't think they hurt Quark or
Are you
Dio.
sure?
Huh?
Dio admitted to killing the old woman, but he still insists that he didn't kill Alice or Luna. What if he's telling the truth?
Are you seriously gonna believe
Doesn't
him?
matter. I just want to know if they're safe. No harm in being careful.
Alright, fine. So Kay has connections to Akane, but what genetic research would have... I don't know, there's so many questions I have about this game. How it connects to the thing that's like actually kind of starting to genuinely get under my skin is the fact that Akane just died. Literally for no reason. I mean, okay, so obviously not for no reason, but her logic is Junpei saved me, so to repay him for saving me, I'm going to die. Is just that's on par with Clover being like, my parents hired bodyguards to keep us safe, so let's run away from the bodyguards. We headed to the first pod. I cracked open the top and I lifted it back. And there's Quark safe and sound. See?
Yeah, I guess you're right. I was probably getting worried for nothing. How about Dio?
Let's open his. Is he gonna be gone? Because if so, I got some questions on how the hell he got out of the pod or who let him out. What the hell?
Check his pulse.
Or that? If someone wants to check his pulse, he was obviously dead, but I did it anyway. Yeah, he's dead.
Look, the oxygen level for his pod says 0%.
Then that means he's asphyxiated. But
Someone
why?
must have tampered with the pod and lowered the oxygen levels.
Who?
Look, we should go tell Kay about this. Come on.
Without waiting for me to follow, I turned and ran off. I took a deep breath and followed. That, like, look, I hate Dio, but that is horrifying to think about. Fi and I burst into the lounge and ran into Kay. Kay, wake up! Something happened. When he didn't move, I grabbed him by the shoulders and shook. He twitched and quickly sat up.
What is it?
We explained about how we found Dio dead and how it looked like he died of asphyxiation. It appeared that someone had reduced the oxygen level of his pod to 0.
What? But why? I thought that Dio was the one who killed the old woman. Then who killed him, if he was the murderer?
The only people who could have done it are Clover and Tenmyoji.
There's also Quark.
No. That's impossible. You suggesting Quark woke up, opened his pod from the inside, killed Dio, and then went back to sleep?
No, I'm just saying that strictly speaking, it's a possibility. So just, you know, take it into consideration.
Well, in that case, Fi, I hate to say it, but doesn't that mean that you could have done it?
Me?
Yes, you could have done it any time after Sigma and I left the Floor B warehouse.
Don't give me that. I was waiting for Clover and Tenmyoji to show up.
No, Fi, apply your own logic to yourself.
They never did, though, so I got impatient.
Apply?
You guys.
No, Fi, you see? It's just a possibility, Fi. It's just a possibility.
Then I bumped into Sigma in front of the lounge.
It's just a possibility. She went on to explain about the sound we heard.
So you heard something. Then perhaps it is likely that Clover and Tenmyoji were at fault.
Were the two of you together the whole time you were investigating?
Yes, we were.
You never split up or anything?
Nope.
In any event, we don't have a great deal of time to discuss it.
Oh crap. We've only got 7 minutes till the primary door's open.
Alright, let's get back to the Floor B warehouse. Maybe Clover and Tenmyoji are already there.
Oh, where is Dio's bracelet?
Is what?
Huh?
You didn't take it? Dio was a green solo. Fi and I are the magenta pair.
Shit. You're right. Without Dio's bracelet, we won't be able to open the secondary door.
It was right next to
I fear
him.
not.
Yeah, just go back to
All
the...
3 of us don't need to go. You two go on ahead. I'll get the bracelet.
Alright.
Oh, one other thing. I need to give you these.
The yellow pair bracelets? Were these Alice and Luna's?
Yes, without these, you would be stuck. So, here you are. Please, take them.
I grabbed the bracelets and shoved them into my pocket.
Alright, let's get going.
Every ending just gets more insane than the last, I swear. They're not
Maybe
here.
they did go through the door, like Kay said.
This is the longest game of hide and seek ever, with Quark's bracelet. Or what? Oh, come on. You better not give me that maybe they're already dead crap. I already got enough of that from Dio. You've gotta be kidding me. This isn't funny, Fi. If you're right, then you, Kay, Quark, and I are the only people still alive in here.
Lay off. I want to believe they're alive too, but...
When he heard a noise and turned. Oh, there comes Kay.
I apologize for keeping you.
Did you get Dio's bracelet?
Well, technically, yes, but...
Huh?
Best you just see it. This is what I found in Dio's pod.
What?
Oh, what the
I
hell?
assume whoever murdered Dio did this.
But why? There's no
I
point.
can't say for sure, but if I were to guess...
Chromatic doors have opened.
So much for those bracelets being indestructible or
5
whatever.
minutes.
With a bracelet like this, I doubt we can get past the secondary door.
That means Kay and I... will...
Oh no. You're gonna...
When the time comes, those 3 doors will automatically close. If anyone is left outside after they close, they'll be penalized.
I see. That's what they wanted. Whoever killed Dio wanted to use the game to kill me and Kay. That's why they broke the bracelet.
I think so. It makes the most sense.
How can you be so calm? In 5 minutes you're gonna be...
Go on ahead, Sigma. You have those bracelets Kay gave you, right? You should be able to get through the secondary door with those. So just...
You know I can't assist you guys like
If you
that.
stay here, you'll...
You think I don't know that? What if what kind of monster am I to just leave you here to die? Ah, god damn it. Why don't you just go to the... Okay, just problem solved. Just go to the treatment center, get him in the pods, and then force the bracelets off. That's how Quark got his bracelet off. What was he gonna do? I need to calm down. Just calm down. Calm down and think. There had to be a way to save him. Just go to the treatment center. Go to the treatment center. Just go to the treatment center, get the bracelets off, and then they'll be fine. Ow. Ow.
The first is an anesthetic called soporil beta.
The other is a muscle relaxant called tubocurarine. Your bracelet also has a bunch of needles on the inside. If you break the rules, those needles hop out and inject you.
My brother told me about that. Neostigmine is a type of cholinesterase inhibitor. That means it's sort of an antidote for tubocurarine. I knew it!
Give it back. I found it, so it's mine.
A human locked to each according to his needle. Of course, the antidote.
The antidote.
I don't have time to explain. I took off running toward the exit. Oh, gotta go fast.
Where are you going?
Stay here. I'll be right back. I bolted out of the warehouse toward the treatment. Okay. Great. We're not sitting through this map again. That's not happening. We're back in the treatment center. Okay, great. Hello, Dio. I think Dio put it in his pocket. Come on, come on, come on. They still have it. Sweat was pouring down my face. I didn't bother the weapon up. It wasn't time. You don't need this. You don't. Yeah, I don't know what you thought you were doing here. This is a dumb plan. This is an idiotic. What the hell were you thinking?
1 minute.
This is the dumbest idea you've ever come up with. Okay. Let's break this down real quick. So he's going to grab the antidote, but the problem with that is that the antidote only works on one person. But if you had both of them run over here, we chuck Dio's body out of the pod, open up pods 2 and 3, put them in here, close it, set it to freeze, the bracelet comes off, and then they're safe. Great. Problem solved. I spun around and shot off the treatment center. Then you save both of them instead of only saving one of them. But instead we're going with this idiotic plan.
Chromatic doors closing.
Also, now you've killed 2 people.
Dear.
Sigma.
There was the sharp, quick pain on my wrist, barely even noticeable. I couldn't feel anything flowing into my veins, but I knew it was there. First to be the anesthetic soap roll. I blinked and my vision started to blur. When I tried to think, I felt like my mind had been stuffed with cotton. My legs began to wobble at the gate, then gave out entirely as I crumpled to the floor. No, I couldn't fall asleep. I had to give one of them the antidote before my bracelet injected me with turbocurine. With every ounce of my strength, I could muster forward with my eyes back open. Yeah, there's no way you'd be able to pull this off. There's absolutely no chance. I can't find a lie limp on the floor in front of me. In my right hand, I could feel the injector gun with its precious cargo. I can only pull the trigger once. Who was I going to choose? Fire K. No, what was I thinking? There was only one answer. Phi. I didn't even have a choice. As our K's starboard was covered in impenetrable metal. I'm sorry, Kay. Yeah, that's the other thing, is that there's no... There's so many reasons why this was an idiotic plan. I don't even... Ugh, Sigma, can you please think for more than 3 seconds? I summoned up as much energy as I could and drive myself toward Phi. As I felt like an eternity, I was finally within arm's reach. With no time to waste, I pressed the gun to her arm and pulled the trigger.
Sigma, what the hell did you...
I injected you with neostigmine. It's a type of cholinesterase inhibitor. Your brain would not be clear, your head would not be clear enough to be able to form that cogent of a sentence if you're currently dying. It's the antidote to the muscle relaxant.
Why did you pick me?
You are literally the only choice. K's wearing a full bodysuit, a full metal armor suit. You never get to the metal.
Why didn't you inject yourself?
Yes, you got a point. Honestly, it didn't even cross my mind.
The biggest idiot on the planet.
Yes, he is, but not for the reasons you think. Hey, come on. Is that any kind of thing to say to someone who's about to die? How about something more tender?
Screw this. I don't want to live if it means no goddamn way. I'm not gonna...
Her words slurred and slowed, and then her eyes fluttered closed. She wasn't dead, of course. I could hear the faint sound of her breathing and see her chest rise and fall. Good, if I was gonna be alright. But Kay... I looked over in his direction. That was when I noticed it. Open? Oh my god! It was him!
You could open up the suit and take the mask off.
That is so smart! He took off the armor and he pretended to be asleep. That is so smart. How he got it didn't really matter anymore. What did matter was Kay had been able to remove his armor. And he had. Holy shit. Then that would mean Dio's killer is... I coaxed as much strength as I could from my increasingly lethargic body and crawled toward Kay. Kay, wake up. Come on, talk to me. I grabbed his shoulder and shook him until he finally shifted and spoke.
Sigma.
I just need to know one thing. Did you kill Dio? You weren't sleeping, were you? After I left, you took your armor. You didn't want to go the same way, so you took the other door. After you went the long way around to the warehouse and the other crew quarters, you headed for the elevator. Yeah, we don't need to see this again. I get it. Thanks. I know what happened. Thanks. Got it. Great. Okay. I bumped into Phi, and we went back to the lounge to check on you. We saw you, or we saw your arm, I guess, but then you would have been out of it. While we were in the lounge, you went to the treatment room and killed Dio. You must have turned off the oxygen to his pod, although you probably didn't stick around to make sure he died. I bet you were in a hurry to get back up before Phi and I know something was up. Once you got back to Flora, you needed outside of the lounge, you made a noise in the hall to lure us out. Then you ran around and took the long way back to the lounge so you could end up through the rear door. Again, your head would not be this clear to be able to form this coherent of a train of thought. But holy hell. This ending, Once you were there, you put your suit on again and waited for us. As soon as we found Dio's body, we did exactly what you expected. Kay, wake up. Something's happened. You pretended to wake up very disoriented and confused. What is it? Come on, Kay. I'm almost out of time. Did you kill Dio?
Yes, your reasoning is correct. I killed him.
Why?
Because I couldn't forgive him. He took the life of someone very important to me. I couldn't...
Who did he kill?
The old woman.
What?
She was like mother to me. She showed me how to see meaning in my life.
Wait, are you saying...
Yes, I am. She was the woman who came here when I was 18.
Well, hold on. What do you mean here?
Sigma, unfortunately, we are out of time. There's something I have to tell you. I made a promise that you would hear it. Do you understand? This is very important. You must pay attention. Cannot forget.
Forget? He wasn't making sense. I was about to die. How on earth would I be remembering anything for more than a few seconds?
If you see a lion with two heads devouring the sun, remember these letters. M-I-L-K-E-V-O-L-I.
Don't mind if I just write this down real quick. Oh, so, O-L-I. Hold on, I got another reverse order. I heard it. No, don't. It's O-L-I. It's O-L-I. Okay, it's O-L-I. Milk Evil. There we go.
This will open the second gate.
What the hell? Hey, who told you to tell me this? Who are you? Show me who you really are. I grabbed a hold of the case mask and tore it off. What? Okay, cool. Who? This means nothing to me. That's impossible. What? I don't. That face. What? 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 My vision being over my head felt unnaturally heavy. What? The world faded away and my consciousness slipped down into the cold, dark waters of nothingness. What? What? Is that it? Is that the whole... Is that the K ending? Was that the whole thing? Did we... Is that... Credits? Are we about to get credits? Maybe? Oh my god! Holy hell! That ending was... That was the best ending yet. That was easily the best ending yet. Because it wasn't just another variation of, oh, everybody dies, or, oh, someone escapes. That was so good. That was so good. And we learned so much. We learned so... I can't even process all of that. Okay, so, top to bottom. Wow, I can't even. Wait, there's too much. Okay, so, first off, freaking Sigma's an idiot. We all knew that. He's just completely brain dead. Hey, they're dying. What should we do? Oh, I know. Let's get the antidote that only works for one person. That means all 3 of us could potentially die if we're not fast enough. Instead of just sending everybody to the freaking cryopods and then using the antidote on yourself because they're in the same room, you idiot. That's the other thing. I didn't even realize that they were in the same room. You could have saved all 3 of you. Put 2 of them in the pods. Close it. Take the antidote from Dio's pocket. Inject it in yourself, and all 3 of you are saved. Instead, you chose the least efficient way to do literally anything in that scenario, and so almost everybody died. But then, okay, so then we learn the K is apparently the metaphorical, not very metaphorical, but for instance, person, he's Akane's son figure kind of thing. So she was his mother figure. So then they were doing research. So this facility that we're in right now was where his father was doing research, and then he freaking killed Dio because she killed Akane, and then he's actually Sigma from another timeline. It's something with lions and just everything. My brain, I can't. There was so much. There was so much information in that. I don't know how to process it. Wow. That was easily the best ending so far. My favorite moment so far is the moment when it clicked that Junpei is actually Tenmyoji and Akane is actually the old woman. But that ending as a whole was freaking, oh, so good. So good. Okay. Wow. I don't know what he meant by the lion thing, but I'm gonna hold on to that page is just gonna be my series of notes, because clearly we're gonna get more codes like that. Jupiter locks through the looking glass. Haha, very funny. Wow. So that's 3 endings down, 6 to go. We're a third of the way there. Wow, wow. That was such a good ending. That was such a good ending. I didn't get the bad ending, but I'm not going to bother showing it because this video is long enough as it is, and I guarantee you it's just going to be, oh, Kay escapes. Oh, well, whatever shall we do? That was so freaking good. Okay, so, I don't even know. That was, okay, we'll go after a different end next time. That'll wait for now. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned next time to catch you all tomorrow for some more Zero Ski vs. Last Award. Goodbye.